Jazzy, and this time, this beYOU interview, we're with illCamille.
Hello.
LA native right here.
Hello.
Camille, thank you so much for being my first interview of 2018 though.
Oh, we can do that. I feel blessed. Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you're from LA, but where part exactly in LA are you from?
I'm from View Park, Leimert Park, and I moved all around. That's what happens when you have a big family, and I moved to Cerritos, I've moved to IE.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about that because I'm from the IE too, and I had no idea that you would shut out the IE the way that you did. Like,
yeah.
I was listening to a lot of your songs, and I'm like, damn, like, you really are from the IE too. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So what part?
I lived out there. I lived in Rialto for like 3 years.
Okay.
So
right next door to where I'm at, Fontana.
Yeah, Fontana.
Off of Sierra. So you have what, Cedar? You have Cedar or
Sierra.
Riverside?
Huh?
You have a Riverside Drive, or was it
I think ours was actually Sierra Macon right. That's where I stayed. Las Colinas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's
Sierra, right?
Yeah. So you know, we are at Venice Beach right now. This is where our interview is because this is like a place where we have peace and prosperity. This is where Camille likes to be herself.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I like the beach. The water, you know what I'm saying? The water, the trees.
And we're gonna make our way over to the water in a little bit too, because that's where like everything just comes out.
But yeah, shout out to the IE. I always rep it because I met some, very important people in my life out there, and I was surprised how many black people it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and they sleep on the IE a little bit too. They think that we have been. Someone told me that the IE is just a spot where they just stop and get gas on the way to Vegas. Like, get out of here. We go up at the IE. Like, you don't even know. Stuff is real out there like it is in LA.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it may seem privileged out there, but it's really not privileged.
Yeah.
It's really not
culture.
privileged.
It's culture. It's community.
But right next door to San Bernardino, we all know how San Bernardino is. It gets down. So, what high school did you go to, Camille?
I went to Ike.
Oh, you went to Ike?
Yeah, I went
you
to Ike.
You graduated from Ike?
Yeah, I went to Ike.
I don't know why I let you graduate out here in LA.
I went to school. I went to school out here till 8th grade, into 8th grade, and then my mom moved me out there. Then I came back out here as soon as I was done.
So if you don't know about Ike, Ike is not the school you want to go to. I didn't know she was that school. So I gotta watch what I say about Camille because I don't know if she might have a little something in her.
It's Ike, Mom. I don't really know.
In her purse or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. One of your albums that I really fell in love with before Heirloom. We'll get to Heirloom, but.
Okay.
Illustrated. I love Illustrated.
Oh, you like that? Okay.
What inspired you, Camille, to get into rap? Who or what inspired you?
I was always around music my whole life, and I know everybody says that, but it was a part of the fabric of my family. Waking up to it, cleaning to it, going to sleep to it. My dad, my grandfather, like they used to go to studios. I got musicians in my family, so music was like just there.
Yeah.
And I never considered myself an artist at all. I didn't think I was going to be an artist, but I wanted to be a lawyer that was going to represent artists. I just knew that they needed help in some capacity, and I knew that as a young child. So, my influences was the people that I wanted to represent later on.
Right.
I for sure thought I was going to be Stevie Wonder's lawyer. I for sure thought I was going to be Lauryn Hill's lawyer. I thought I was going to be Corrupt's lawyer.
And it's not too late, is all I got to say. Lauryn Hill, for one, we need some more of her.
Yeah,
we need some more of her.
We do. Like, she's still here.
She's still here. I'm glad you brought her up, too, because I wanted to say your music is so Lauryn Hill to me a little bit. Is that one of the artists that you look up to?
Yeah, of
as
course.
an MC?
As an MC, as a woman, as a human being, as a black person, like she's one of the people that always felt like I could relate to her. She felt like somebody I knew on a personal level.
Yeah.
Very young, and she's one of the GOATs.
Have you seen her perform before? Or been to any of her concerts?
Yeah, I have. I did, like right before I moved to Rialto. My dad took me to see her.
Got it.
At the Staples.
That's cool. I've never seen Lauryn Hill. Was it just her by herself, or was it with the whole Fugees?
I want to say I remember Janet Jackson. I think it was
Woo!
Janet Jackson on the bill.
That's a legendary concert.
Yeah, I want to say it was her and Janet Jackson on the bill.
I still haven't seen Miss Janet, and she's been back in town for a little bit, and I still have not seen her yet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Who are some other MCs that you look up to besides Lauryn Hill?
Well, Corrupt, of course. Corrupt, Mos Def.
Love Mos Def.
Black Star, you know, collectively. Black
Okay.
Star, Talib Kweli, and Mos together.
Yes.
The whole Dungeon Family crew. Andre 3000. I'm just a big Dungeon Family fan. Dog Pound, all of them. Daz. Corrupt, Snoop.
That's to me.
Snoop as an MC.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say it's like real hip hop, but I don't want to say it's real hip hop because hip hop itself could be anything that you kind of define it to be in a sense. But
Yeah.
I really make a connection with those artists as well. I feel like it's more meaningful. I feel like the words and lyrics, they're not just rhymes. They're coming from a place, and that's what hip hop is about. It's storytelling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Have you had opportunity to meet any of those artists or done music with them?
I've definitely done music and have performed with Corrupt, and that's still, you know, something that, like, I'll be like, dang, I know him. You know what I'm saying? He called me little sis, and he supports me. Like, I don't know, like, that's kind of surreal to me now.
Right.
I've worked with Snoop. Yep. Worked with Snoop. Who else? I mean, I love Kendrick. I love, you know, all of the TDE MCs. Sir's an MC
Sir,
too.
yeah, but I know you work with Sir. Has there anyone else in TD you work with as well?
Yeah, I've worked. me and Q did a song like in 2010 about janky friends.
Well, I have not ever heard this song. Can I find this
Never
somewhere?
put it out.
What?
It's probably somewhere
What?
in the TDE archives.
How are you and Schoolboy Q gonna have a song together and we've never heard it yet?
It was early. It was early when everybody was sleeping on that couch in Carson. Yeah.
Damn.
I've worked with Kendrick. I've worked with Soul. I've worked with Punch a lot. Sir, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't worked with SZA, but shout out to Sir, her. I haven't worked with Isaiah, but shout out to him.
I want to see that.
Oh, I've worked with J Rock.
Manifest in
Me
2018.
and J Rock and Terrace. Yep.
And Terrace, I love Terrace too.
Yep.
Like that boy is so talented in so many ways.
Terrace is a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heirloom. Tell me why Heirloom. So it seemed like that was probably one of like your biggest projects. How did it become so personal? Like, what did you want to express for people to take from that album?
It's my biggest project to date because that's when I realized I was an artist and I couldn't fight it. And
So you couldn't find it?
And couldn't fight it.
Oh, well, but why were you trying to fight it?
Fight it. Well, because being an artist means that you're a messenger and you have a responsibility. And it's a heavy responsibility, and it's a God-given responsibility, and you can't play with it, and it'll leave you broke and you know, emotionally drained, and it's just a lot that comes with being an artist, you know. And I was running from that for sure, just thinking I needed traditional stability.
Making our way to the water now.
Making our way.
But that's really crazy for you to say that it's pretty much like a blessing and a curse when you have that ability to be a messenger. Because K-Dot had mentioned in an interview that, you know, they're calling him the savior of rap.
Yeah.
And he felt like, I mean, he didn't know how to take that. He's like, damn, like I can't let no one down because it's up to me. Because if I let them down, then we're off, you know, the ship's sailing pretty much. He felt like it was a big responsibility that he couldn't really take upon himself, which also led to his depression. But I didn't think of it like that. When you put into those words, I never thought of it like that.
It's a heavy burden being a leader. It's a heavy burden representing black people and God, you know?
Yeah.
That's hard. I can only imagine how he feels.
Yeah.
You know? But I understand. And I think that was part of my reluctancy about being an artist, is that I was gonna have to be truthful about everything, you know?
Yeah.
And that's hard to put yourself out there.
Yeah, girl.
And then have people critique. Everybody's a critic, you know? So that's hard to do.
So being a female MC, what are a lot of the things that you face? Because I mean, us people in general, we face a lot of stuff. We're female. But when you add the MC to it, it's something different. So what are some obstacles or trials that you face being a female MC, and how did you overcome them?
Just people's perceptions about female MCs.
Okay.
You know, there's always this idea that we aren't on the level, you know, that good female MCs are a rarity, and they're not. They're not. Like, we're women. Do you understand that it's natural for us to be expressive?
Yeah.
We're the best MCs,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's that. The FemC thing, I don't do that. Like, I don't.
What do you mean, the FemC thing?
I don't like that title.
Break that down for me, because I really don't know what the FemC means.
Okay, FemC, like, that's the term that people have given
For
female
MCs. Okay.
And maybe their intentions were good and trying to be all inclusive and give us some kind of ownership of who we are, but it separates us. You know, we just MCs. Like, let us thrive amongst the whole pool of MCs, you know?
Yeah, instead of being a female MC, why not? Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm obviously a female, you know? So let's get past that part and let's listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, dealing with people that are not really, like, opening to hearing a woman express herself that way, people thinking that you don't write your own material.
But that's always like the main thing. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to believe that women are just as much talented as they are. I mean, men are. I mean, we all go through the same stuff. We're human beings in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
We're still human beings.
Yeah.
So we experience stuff. We see things. We go through stuff. We have other trials and like difficulties that we face as a woman already. Like, you know how, for example, like in the media with Carrie Weinstein, like all these like sexual allegations.
Yeah.
I mean, men want to say they have it harder, but it's like, no, being a female, we have it so much harder because we are already a naturally like a sensational thing, you know, like we're already supposed to be led to believe that we're only supposed to be, I guess, like judged by our looks in a sense, you know, and it's like but we're still human.
It's
we have
about
brains.
the art.
Yeah.
You know, it's about the art. It's about the work. And I think when people put too much focus on how we look and our aesthetic, then it takes away from our being, and you don't allow us to just be who we are naturally.
Yeah.
And then that takes from the art, because now you're not getting a woman who's completely comfortable with putting herself out there because she's afraid that you're gonna try to water it down and clean it up and make it look like this. Like, nah. And I'm not that type of person in life. So being an artist, I knew that I was gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna go hard, and I don't know how people gonna take this. You know, I don't know if they gonna... But
you're content with however, like no matter how they take it or not, you're content with it.
Yeah, because that takes content, being content with yourself.
Yeah.
I had to like be like, all right, I love me a lot and I love my people, and I'm gonna do music that reflects that by any means, you know, even if I don't get a deal, even if people pass on me, you know, whatever, I have to do that because that's what I was sent to do. So
how long have you been rapping for?
I think I've been like freestyling and dabbling with rap since a kid, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody kind of did.
I honestly thought you've been rapping for only 5 years.
Oh yeah, that's when I started recording. That's when I learned how to write a verse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when I learned how to write a verse. Because I was like, yeah, you know, this is lunchtime cypher stuff. Being an artist, I don't know, what's a 16 bar? I don't know where to stop. What you mean, like...
So at the time when you first started writing, how long was your bars? Like, was it like what?
1 million of them. Because I didn't know where to stop.
Oh, you didn't know to stop. Oh, okay.
You know, it was like 97, and they was like, hey man, that's like 14 songs worth, and I only need you to do this much.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well tell me where to stop. Because I was just always off the cuff. You know, I was just the girl at the lunchtime ciphers, rapping when I wanted to, not rapping, just observing sometimes, and just loving hip hop. You know, like I said, I didn't think I was no artist.
It was just an art that you like to do and had.
I was just playing, you know. And I guess there comes a point where God be like, you know why you can do it.
You know why I'm still pushing you. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Supposed to be playing with
Hello.
You know, so I stopped playing with it, y'all.
Do you like to write or do you like to freestyle?
I like to do both.
Okay.
There's some songs that I've like freestyled, you know, I just got on the mic, start doing stuff, and then was like, okay, you know, I'm ironing this out in real time on the mic instead of drafting it to pen and then transferring it to the, you know, vocally. But I like writing too, because it's organized. It helps me to iron out my thoughts way better like that. I have to sometimes I have to see the words to know like how I'm gonna connect the next thought. Like I'm not opposed to like not writing. You know,
there's a power in writing things down. The power, because I've been like every now and then I have to take down some notes. I'll go on my phone because my phone's the only thing I have.
Yeah.
But it's different feeling. Like I understand it better when I actually have a pen and a paper.
Yeah.
Like that's the real deal. That's why that's why it's here.
Yeah, that's why it's here.
That's why it's here. What year would you say that you felt more comfortable with yourself?
2017.
That was just 4 days ago, Camille. Or 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. Why 2017? Why just then?
Because I realized for sure who I am, and I realized what I'm not, and those things, you know, are gonna either be a tough pill to swallow or you're gonna celebrate them. So I just made a conscious decision to do both. Like whatever I'm lacking, like it's all right. You know, I'm abundant in other areas.
Yeah.
You know, and I just I don't know. I see me in a certain way now, like in my entirety. Like I see myself. So yeah, that's why Heirloom came out in 2017, because I was comfortable with whatever I said on record, because it's gonna stick. It's out in the world now. It's for real.
Yeah. That album, I love it. I think that's like you were so open and so transparent to where people didn't really know. Like, wait, is that her? Wait, who's this? Like, they didn't really know how to intake the album, you know, because it was so powerful in so many ways. And I don't know, I loved it. Who inspired that that artwork? Or not inspired, but like, because it's so detailed to me. So was that your vision, or did someone make that and like, hey, do you like this?
My vision was to have a picture of me in front of this textile fabric that was always in my granny's house in View Park. Like I grew up seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Even when they stayed in the avenues, like I remember seeing that fabric, and I was just like, oh, that's like an heirloom. That's like our thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it, it's powerful, you know.
Right.
And I was like, I just want to take a picture in front of it. I want to be kind of plain and simple. And then my boy Pick Van Exel, aka Slaw Cienega, took the picture.
Wait, what's his name? AKA what?
Pick Van Exel, aka
Pick
Slaw
Van
Cienega.
Exel. Who is that? Who are you?
That's my boy D, and I think he's a visual genius. I think he's just a genius. You know what I'm saying? And he took several photos, and I was like, I know that's the one already. Even down to like how I'm looking at the camera, like I knew. And then we gave that photo to my boy in Brazil, my boy Guasares. I Chase Balloons. He's an amazing artist, and he put his illustrations on top of it. So it's a lot of tribal representation. It's a lot of symbolism from my family. Me and him have been building for like 4.5, 5 years now. So in us talking, I didn't know that he was internalizing so much about me.
Yeah.
And he was just like, all right, give me a couple days, and that's what he did. You know, like the crown on top of my head, the sun behind me, just little things that mattered to him about me. I let him rock, you know, down to like the color spectrum. Like he just knew.
Yeah, I love that color spectrum. I thought that was you. Because I mean, well, not really knowing you to the T, but just seeing that, I was like, okay, that's her. That's her.
See?
Like, it didn't really need any more extra detail. And for someone who don't know who that person is, like just picking up in like, you know, like a record store or something like that, you would think like that's her. Like instantly. You know, you have to wonder like, oh well, who is that? I guess not something like a photo shoot or anything, like someone sitting on a chair or whatever, like a selfie. It's like, whoa, you know, it already tells a story by itself in the artwork, and I like that.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Yeah, that's how I interpret it.
Damn. Yeah.
I was like, okay, she like this. Okay.
So he did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job. I thought that was all you. Not you like really sketching it, but I thought you told them, I want this in it, I want that in it, I want this color scheme, I want. You did that.
I just told him, I feel like you know me, and I trust that. You know what I'm saying? So we literally gave him the batch of pictures, and he came back in a few days with that. And I think the only adjustment I had to tell him to make was how Heirloom looked I wanted it to just be plain, since everything else was so detailed,
Right.
and
Very detailed,
and fancy. I wanted the writing of heirloom to like be present and plain, so people knew like this is it.
Yeah.
This is something that I want you to like see, and I hope it lasts forever in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Do you plan on releasing something new this year?
Yeah.
Another project?
Yeah, it's more music coming. But I think I have an old school way, which is
I love old school. I got an old soul.
Yeah,
so I love old school stuff.
I'm gonna let heirloom do what it's doing.
Yeah.
And it's still making its rounds around the world.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in no rush. I make music every day. I make music every day. Every day I'm doing music, but just some things ain't ready to come out. It ain't no point. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
You don't. And there's no need to rush, too. I realize a lot of stuff takes time.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, but certain people want to say, well, no, it don't take time if you just know what you're saying or you know what you're doing, if you're confident in it. But I think some of the perfect work takes time. It takes buttering, like crafting, molding, like, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, buttering.
It takes time.
Yes, it does.
It don't happen overnight.
This slow roast flow.
Slow roast flow. I like that.
Slow roast.
I had a conversation with a friend. We were talking about back to TDE. I'm sorry, but Schoolboy Q about why his albums take a long time to come out. And I think that the last 2 projects he put out have been great projects.
Yeah.
I think they've been amazing.
Yeah.
So the fact that, for example, J Rock, it's been quiet for J Rock, but I think it's a reason. Like it's exciting to me to see what else is going to come out. A lot. No matter what you do, no matter what industry you're in, I think it takes time. But for work like that, for rapping, that's a piece. That's an art. It's not even. It's not a style. It's not a habit.
Right.
Habit.
Habit.
You know what I'm trying to say. That I'm trying to say. Like it's an art. So don't rush what you're doing. Like you said, let heirloom continue to do what it's doing.
Yeah.
And speaking about around the world, you went last year to what? United Kingdom, was it, or London?
I did.
What?
I went to Germany. I went to London.
That is so crazy.
I went to Denmark.
So did you originally have fans out there before going out there, or what did you realize going out there? Like, did you know that your fan base was as big as it was, or you thought it was just locally?
I knew that I had fans out there. I didn't know how far, wide, and spread they were. But I knew I had them out there because they hit me up. People hit me up all the time and talk. We chop it up.
Damn.
So that's. I feel like I'm just supposed to be communicating with people, right?
Yeah.
I'm just communicating with people on record. So why, when they hit me up, I can't communicate with them in real life?
That's true.
So they hit me up, and they be from all over the place. We looked at some analytics, and I have just as many like listeners here as I do. Well, just as many listeners in Brazil and France as I do in Los Angeles.
Damn.
Like it's like a percentage of the difference, which means something. I don't speak their native language, and they feel me. So we gotta keep talking to each other, and I didn't know that it was like that, But yeah, I toured out there, and I'm going back in a couple of weeks.
Nice. Did you go out there solo dolo?
Yeah, I went out there solo dolo. I took my cousin Cece. Me and Cece went. We stayed out there for about a month and a half.
Okay.
And
how's the food out there?
The food.
I'm a big foodie. I want to eat everywhere I go. I'm like, give me some new food. I want to try something different. So, I mean, what's the texture like? The taste? I'm so extra.
So in Germany, the part that we were staying in had a very heavy, like, Arabic, Pakistani, just like that sort of influence in the food. So a lot of like falafel, a lot of like curry, mixed with like the German way, which is like meat, potatoes,
I'm mad that I'm really just looking like, I got stuck. I'm hungry. I got stuck for a second. I'm like,
we get some soup later. But no, the food was interesting. First time I had curry ketchup. They eat their fries with mayonnaise. But
is the mayonnaise good?
It's an aioli, and we
is
were
it like
sleeping on
Miracle Whip? Because I'm a Miracle Whip person. I can't do mayo like that.
It was more like a dipping sauce. I was
like a
actually
ranch
surprised.
dipping sauce.
It tasted like a Parmesan-y, garlicky sort of sauce, and I was like, damn, this is actually fire. And I'm tripping right now because this whole time I was afraid of dipping my fries in mayonnaise. Lot of meat, lot of bread, lot of wine.
Ooh, I love bread.
They surprisingly have a lot of Thai places and Vietnamese
And Germany.
places in Germany.
I wouldn't expect that.
I was busting down like Thai food. There's a bomb Thai food places.
I wouldn't expect that in Germany. I don't know why. I kind of picture Germany's food. I picture it to be good, but I picture it to be kind of bland. Like not, because you know how over here we're heavy on everything.
Yeah.
Extra this, extra seasoning, like
Yep.
sauce.
Yeah.
So I felt like,
Sauce.
yeah. So I felt like over there it would be less than that.
Yeah.
Still good, but just not really tasteful.
They got their own flavors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after a while, you just kind of get used to it.
Well, you got no choice because
Yeah.
you're not where you at.
I got
So
no choice. And there's some things I really loved about it. So, I had some incredible Jamaican food in London. You know, they have a heavy Caribbean population out there.
And where, in Germany?
In London.
Oh, London. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Family
that I know.
Born and raised in United Kingdom. And,
Wow.
and they blessed me with some great Caribbean food. And I was just like, this is blowing everything I tasted out the water. You know, like I had a stewed chicken salad. It was so good. I can't wait. Like I'm going back just for that.
I'm jealous. Man. So where are some areas that you would like to tour that you haven't toured yet? I mean, London's one of them, and you hit that out the park. You're going back.
Yeah.
Is there another place outside of the U.S. that you would like to tour?
Brazil is a must. Like
Okay.
I feel like part of my whole being is there. Like why do these people connect with me so much? You know what I'm saying? Like why did I build a friendship with somebody randomly who hit me up, and then now he did my cover art and he had a kid and I know his little girl, and you know, like it's a reason why me and the people of Brazil are so connected. So I must go and pay my respect. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go and just
And touch
see,
people,
touch
interact,
the
yeah.
people.
Interact.
And let them touch me. Shit, like that. Yeah.
When you had mentioned, and just to backpedal a little bit, 2017 was being like when you were content by finding yourself. What did you realize that you were not? Like, what was there something in particular that you were fighting or that you were trying to be?
I realized that I'm very sensitive, and that's okay. I'm very sensitive. I get my feelings hurt real easily.
I am too.
You know, and that is probably not cool for rappers to say, but I'm a human being first, and I'm a woman first.
Hey.
I get my feelings hurt.
Drake is a king of sensitivity.
The king.
The king of it, so he can still be as big as he is and kill the charge with his sensitive self.
Right. I think.
Why not?
I just think that people, I don't know, like they're not receptive to it, or they don't expect, you know, that from me. You know, maybe I have like a really like assertive and just bold exterior, but that is because
You've
the hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
the hurt. And
Thank
and
you.
that's where the good raps come
Thank
from.
you.
It's the hurt and the heart. I operate with that first. So, you know, I just realized how sensitive I am. You know, I want everybody that I work with and everybody that I encounter to be family. You know what I'm saying?
We family now.
We family. We was already family long time ago. You know, we were family before we knew it.
We was.
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? So I don't know. In anything that doesn't move like that, I'd be disappointed. And it messes me up. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, dang, like I just want to be cool. You know? I also realize how much, you know, I know a lot of people and I hang out a lot. Like I said, being raised in so many different places, I be liking to be by myself. Or, you know, maybe one or two people. Like I keep it with my cousins and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep it a buck with y'all. I realize how much of a recluse I am. You know, I'll stay in a house forever if I could.
You would?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay.
I just turned 34 December 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you celebrate?
I went.
Was you in the house?
Okay, I was in the house.
She was in the house, y'all, on her birthday.
I was in the house one day, and then the homies, shout out to Wild Jones and Jimmy, they included me in a party, in a group party that we did 2 years ago. And I didn't realize how much I needed that too. I needed to dance and let loose and drink
You
champagne.
need all of that.
And I needed that too. So I spent time in the house. I went to, where'd I go? I went to Boiling Crab because sometimes me and my homegirl, Nick Nack, we just go to Boiling Crab and just eat shrimp and chill. And she did that for me. Mm-hmm. She took me to Boiling Crab, got me all the shrimp my little stomach could handle, mm-hmm. gave me a cake, and I was asleep. And then the next day it was an extravaganza, and then by the next day I was back home.
Extravaganza.
It was extravaganza.
That's so funny. Besides writing, so, we know you're in love with the music.
Uh-huh.
What are some other things that makes you feel at peace? Like, what would Camille do if she's not rapping right now, or she's not writing, she's not in the studio? What would Camille be doing?
I would be probably on the couch watching some sort of documentary. I'm getting into production right now, so I'm playing with that. Those are my new toys. Mm-hmm. You
want to make beats?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually learned a long time ago, and I just never tapped into it. But I think that's part of my responsibility as being an artist, is doing the other side too, the soundscape side, creating the music around me. That's important. So I'm learning that. I like to cook. I love to cook.
Love to cook.
Yeah,
I love to cook. Actually, I love to bake.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm gonna open up a pastry shop.
You are?
Dead ass.
I'm coming, please.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to bake? I gotta know. You got like a special thing?
Probably brownies.
Ooh.
But I like everything though. It's hard to choose just one.
Yeah.
I can't choose one.
So,
it's all the sweets, all the baked goods, cookies, the brownies, the danishes, cheesecake. Oh. I could make some homemade cheesecake. I wanted to ask about heirloom. Did you notice that the whole time I was saying the album wrong? Did you ever catch on to that? I was saying heirloom.
People call it that too.
But
heirloom.
It's heirloom.
Heirloom. I've heard people say different ways.
The correct term is heirloom.
Heirloom.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Heirloom.
Yep.
One of the tracks, and forgive me, I think it's called Few Days, right?
Oh yeah.
Is it Few Days? Ooh, I almost said Better Days or Late Days.
Nah,
Few Days.
You got it.
I had it. I was like, yes.
You had it.
I'm gonna just roll with it. Few Days.
Yeah.
Great track. Towards the end of it, though, you had different calls, people checking in. What was that about?
All right, so the first call that you hear
was your father, right?
Was my dad.
I thought so.
And that was the last voicemail that he left me, and I didn't know that he left me that voicemail until the night that he passed. The next morning, my phone stopped working completely, and that was the only thing that really stayed on my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that was him, right?
Yeah.
Man. And what about the other calls? I don't mean to break it down or anything. I'm sorry, Camille. Let it out. This is what it's about. This is what it's about. This right here.
That was everybody calling to check on me.
Because it's really been a few days since they heard of you.
Yeah, I mean, during that time, like, I was just kind of like being a recluse anyway, And I feel like my dad knew that, he was sick. He was sick and dying of cancer, and he always used to ask me about the music. Like, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, you over there about to transition and you worried about my music. And everybody else, was just calling it. Those were the calls that happened once they knew that he passed, And I kept those.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't call everybody and personally thank them. Like, it was so much. Like, to be overwhelmed and, like, bombarded with that much love. I was like, dang. I didn't know that I had that. And it took that happening for me to know that I had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 2018 is a new year.
Yeah.
Although I don't think you need a year to change for you to be different in any kind of way. You can wake up the next morning and choose that very day to do something different, to be happy, to whatever it is.
Yeah.
But since it is 2018, it's still early in the year, what is one thing, and just one thing, you want to accomplish this year?
I want to forgive people. I want to master that. I want to master that because I think that's like...
Are you a grudge holder?
I am.
Okay.
Only because I'm so sensitive.
Woo! I love his honesty right now. I love his honesty right now.
Only because I'm so sensitive. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You know? So sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm just...
You cool people.
I'm cool.
No, I feel you.
But I want to be cool and still be like, be cool though. You know what I'm saying? It's cool even if it ain't.
I mean, certain people, it is not worth it. But for the most part, no, I hear you, because I don't think, well, it's not healthy, no way, shape, or form to hold something in against somebody or someone in any kind of way. Because even though you may not be happy with them, that like grudge that you're holding is growing inside of you. It's a seed.
It's growing.
You know, so, and it's not healthy for yourself.
Yeah.
Why are we holding on to things that are going to fade away?
Exactly. And who knows what state of mind that person was in at the time. Who knows what you did to trigger it? Like, it's mutual. You know, I wanna master forgiveness. I wanna master responsibility.
Oh,
and
yes.
I wanna master my craft. That's it.
Yeah. That's all gonna happen. I believe in you.
Yeah, thank you. I believe in you too.
So next time we're gonna be in the studio. I'm gonna be interviewing her while I'm on the radio.
Yes.
Because you're gonna be touring and killing the charts and breaking so many records and so many radio charts. I'm excited for you. Thank you for this beYOU episode. illCamille, we out.